Good morning, School of Light. It's April. Oh my gosh, spilled coffee on my Biblia. Okay, so we're in Second Kings, Second Chronicles. Take a cup of coffee here. All right. In the 18th year of the reign of Jeroboam, Abijah became the king of Judah, and he reigned in Jerusalem 3 years. His mother's name was Maacah, a daughter of Uriel of Gibeah. There was war between Abijah and Jeroboam. Abijah went into battle with the force of 400,000 able fighting men, and Jeroboam drew up a battle line against him with 800,000 able troops. That's a lot of troops. Abijah stood on Mount Zemaraim in the hill country of Ephraim and said, Jeroboam and all Israel, listen to me. Don't you know that the Lord, the God of Israel, has given the kingship of Israel to David and his descendants forever by a covenant of salt? Covenant of salt? What's that? Covenant of salt. Oh, there's a bunch of notes on that. Okay. Covenant of salt. Yet Jeroboam, son of Nebat, an official of Solomon, son of David, rebelled against his master. Some worthless scoundrels gathered around him and opposed Rehoboam, son of Solomon, when he was young and indecisive, and not strong enough to resist them. And now you plan to resist the kingdom of the Lord, which is in the hands of David's descendants. You are indeed a vast army and have with you the golden calves that Jeroboam made to be your gods, but you didn't drive out the priests of the Lord, the sons of Aaron and the Levites, and make priests of your own as the people of other lands do. Whoever the peoples of the other lands, whoever comes to consecrate himself with the young bull and 7 rams may become a priest of what are not gods. As for us, the Lord is our God, and we have not forsaken him. The priests who serve the Lord are sons of Aaron, and the Levites assist them. Every morning and evening they present burnt offerings and fragrant incense to the Lord. They set out the bread on the ceremonially clean table and light the lamps on the gold lampstand every evening. We are observing the requirements of the Lord our God, but you have forsaken him. God is with us. He is our leader. His priests with their trumpets will sound the battle cry against you. Men of Israel, do not fight against the Lord, the God of your fathers, for you will not succeed. Now Jeroboam had sent troops to the rear, so that while he was in front of Judah, the ambush was behind them. Judah turned and saw that they were being attacked at both front and rear. Then they cried out to the Lord. The priests blew the trumpets, and the men of Judah raised their battle cry. At the sound of the battle cry, God routed Jeroboam and all of Israel before Abijah and Judah. The Israelites fled before Judah, and God delivered them into their hands. Abijah and his men inflicted heavy losses on them, so that there were 500,000 casualties among Israel's able men. That's 800 down to 300,000. The men of Israel were subdued on that occasion. The men of Judah were victorious because they relied on the Lord, the God of their fathers. Abijah pursued Jeroboam and took from him the towns of Bethel, Jeshanah, and Ephraim with their surrounding villages. Jeroboam did not regain power during the time of Abijah, and the Lord struck him down and he died. But Abijah grew in strength. He married 14 wives and had 22 sons and 16 daughters. The other events of Abijah's reign, what he did and what he said, are written in the annotations of the prophet Iddo. Wow. So imagine double to 1, 2 to 1. Normally 2 to 1 odds. Normally you can't overcome those in a war. Equally skilled, equally equipped, double to 1. That's the odds you want if you're attacking a force half your size. You know, if you're going to attack somebody, you know, the 1 to 1 ratio isn't the best. More to 1, 5, 10, 1 assures victory. But in this case, God routed the 800, and the people of Judah were able to kill 500,000 of them, leaving them with less than what Judah started with. 300,000 versus 400,000. Oh, yes, and another part was that let's see, where does it say? When they took advantage of Jeroboam, I believe, since he was a young, or was it, let's see. Come on, Sephirina, read, think fast. Came to room. Goodness, I just read it. Basically, I'm not finding it in my doggone eyes. Basically, it was where they had took advantage of this young new king. Make priests of your own people. Whoever comes consecrate himself, become young. Blah, 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 every morning, evening, ceremonial, observing requirements. Priest, trumpet sound. Ambush behind him, both front and rear, and the man that trumpet before the cat was 5,000. Come on, Sephirina, what's wrong? Listen to me. Pose Rehoboam. Oh, right here. Verse 7, chapter 13. Some worthless scoundrels gathered around him and opposed Rehoboam, son of Solomon, when he was young and indecisive and not strong enough to resist them. That's a neat detail that I'm sure I've read, but I never really seen, I don't think, or never really realized. There's a lot of wisdom in age, many times. I'm seeing the Bible talk, kind of allude or point to that. And there is advantage in serving God because he watches us. And man of Israel, do not fight against the Lord, the God of your fathers, for you will not succeed. He warns them, don't come against the Lord. Don't do it. But they did. So, that's a long way. I'm sorry it took so long on this. It had to try to locate verses and things like that. It's a long way to describe a short chapter. If you want Bible studies, let me know. We got them. Free of charge. Bye-bye.